Hello everybody, and welcome back to another much long overdue video. What have I been doing? I got back from Rome like 4 days ago. 4 days ago. I got back on the 4th, 5 days ago, which was a time. Honestly, the little stint that I had in Rome from August 1st to 4th felt very, very life-changing, a little bit in a different way than my entire month of Florence did. It felt like more happened internally in a shorter period of time. It just felt very magical. But I got home and promptly got this situation that you're hearing right now and seeing in my eye bags. Oh my God. It broke this morning, but I had a raging fever of 101.8 for the past day and a half before this, and now I have a cough. And I got my period. So we're living it up, We're living the dream. But I haven't had a quiet moment or a moment where I didn't feel like death to really sit down, get the phone out, and talk a little shit. So I got my drink here, water, because I need to recuperate. And I wanted to yap. I opened up the front door to look outside, check something on my car real quick, and I noticed how hot it was. It's so hot, and I feel like, oh my God. I feel like it's even more hot in a neighborhood than it were if I were to live in a more naturey area or a more natural area. You know how in a neighborhood there's a wide open space, but instead of a field, it's literally concrete. It's literally like just white concrete and then black asphalt. So it's just, the sun is like, and then you walk out there and you feel like a little bug and you're like burning to death and whatever. But this is gonna be rough. When I talk too long, I get like an itchy throat and I cough in it. It's not good. I'll talk more quietly for today's video. I can do ASMR. Hello. No, I'm not doing that. But I opened the door and I was like, oh my God. I didn't even go out. I opened the door and I was like, oh my God, it's so fucking hot. Like, I can't go out right now. I shut the door immediately. And I got to thinking, I love Texas, and I always told myself when I'm done with my whole Europe thing and my painting and everything, I want to come, I always told myself I want to come move back to Texas, but do I really? I don't know. I don't know if I could make a living here. It's just so hot. It's so hot. And that got me thinking, where would I want to live? I've moved around quite a lot in my life. I think I really would like to live in California. I want to say Oregon. I was born in Oregon, and I remember I was never like dying of heat there ever. I do know that. I never was like, I'm gonna die, I'm so hot. But I lived there from, birth to age 8. When I was 8, we moved from Oregon to California. I remember California being pretty hot, but for like a month, and then it would be like back to beautiful, perfect weather. But I do think California, it's just, if I lived in Texas, it would have to be either in a very naturey, leafy area with shade, or like in the country with no fucking concrete everywhere. It's just too hot. It's too hot. I feel like a fucking chain smoker. And I don't even smoke. In Italy, all my friends, everybody I met was popping out a cigarette here, there, everywhere. They'd be like, oh, do you want one? And I always would be like, oh no, I'm good. But they made it look so cool. I thought about it. I might as well, though, fucking looking back, because I sound like one. I can barely breathe. But anyway, I'm like, where would I even live? Everything felt so possible in Europe, and here I feel like a cog in a machine. You know, here I feel like a little bug. I feel like everything is big, and I'm never gonna measure up. I feel like I feel the pressure to keep up with everyone here, and I did not feel that in Europe. I felt like I was on my own path, my own journey. I felt a little bit more in tune with myself. When I'm home, I feel like, okay, I gotta put a down payment on a house when I graduate. I gotta get a house. I gotta settle down, get a working car, have my paycheck figured out, like be able to cover everything, rent, car. And it's just like, I could see my life becoming all about checking boxes and like keeping up. And I don't like that. I don't like that. But okay, I have another bone to pick. I bought this top at Brandy Melville, 100% cotton, and it shrunk. It shrunk. It is so tight now, and I'm like, damn. They don't make things like, 100% cotton. What am I talking about? But like Brandy Melville, why are you one size fits all? Like, why? In the year of our Lord, 2026, why do we need this? I don't know if you can see, but I put my painting of my guy up there. Yeah. I'll show y'all later, maybe. But yeah, I guess this is my like yap back in America, officially my impression of being back. I liked how free I felt to explore in Europe. I felt that I had time, I had quiet to really think and be with myself more than I do here. Now here I'm back and I have my degree to finish, and that's what I got to do, and it's going to be a very tight year financially. I need another job for sure. And I'm back in the whole American rat wheel of like, oh my God, gotta keep up, gotta not fall behind, gotta make money. I hate that. Europe, y'all are so legit for not buying into that whole thing. I like it. I always wanted to go, going back to the where would I live topic, I always wanted to go to the Northeast, like New York. I don't want to live in New York, but like go up there. New York, Boston, not Rhode Island. Who wants to go to Rhode Island? Maryland, like up there. Connecticut. I would love to go to Connecticut. But I don't think I could live anywhere hot with like no shade or like, yeah, I don't think I could do that. I do love Texas though. I really do. But going out that door, I was like, I could not leave the house right now. You could not pay me to do anything out there right now. It's so bad. I'm rewatching Pretty Little Liars. I'm in bed. I have fucking nothing to do, so I'm rewatching it. And I'm on season 3. And this is the point where, oh my God, I just found out that Toby was A. And I remember when I was a kid, I found out he was A. That rocked my world. That like changed my life. So I'm excited. But like I just saw the reveal like an hour ago where it was like the camera panned to him. Mona went back into Radley. The camera panned to him. And it was like, like the Kubrick stare. And I was like, oh my God. Yeah. Very nostalgic. All I gotta say right now is poor Emily. Maya just died. And then her stalker came back pretending to be her cousin and then like wormed his way into Emily's life and told Emily, yeah, I'm Maya's cousin. No, we should hang out. We should be friends. Tried to make a move on her. And when she rejected him, he took her to a cabin and tried to kill her. So Emily's had it hard. I think my favorite out of the Pretty Little Liars, I felt the most of a kinship with Hannah. I felt like we were the most alike. And I admired and looked up to and wanted to be Spencer. I remember being like, whoa, I want to be you. Like, you're so on your shit. You are so grown. You're mature. You're smart. You're athletic. I wanted to be her. She was like a role model for me. Emily, I felt bad for. I'm growing up, I remember mainly feeling bad for Emily. And then Arya. I always remember feeling annoyed about her, and looking back, she's so male oriented, and I don't vibe with her. But like, they're all entertaining to watch. Don't get me wrong. In terms of men, Caleb, number one, in terms of like morality, overall head on his shoulders, emotional intelligence. For a borderline orphan, he's doing great. I've loved him forever. I remember growing up, I loved Toby. Looking back, okay, I'm gonna rank them. Caleb 1. Caleb 1. I know Holden doesn't really count, and he fake dated Arya, but Holden 2. He's a good guy. Oof, I don't like Ren. Okay, out of Ren, Toby, and Ezra, Toby, then Ren, then Ezra. And there may be some that I'm forgetting, but that's right now my verdict. But yeah, there's so much lore that I forgot that I'm gonna remember when I finish watching, and I'm really excited. But yeah, Arya and Ezra, right now at the point of the show where I'm watching, Arya's mom is kind of coming around to it, being like, yeah, okay, and I'm like, what? That should not be happening. But like, go off, okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go blow my nose, cough a little bit, and go back to bed. But yeah, I haven't had a moment to like make a video, and I'm doing it. So I'm doing it now, trying to catch up. Okay, ciao.